What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. This is your Monday motivational video for your day. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I did not do my motivational video for Friday. I had a beach day that day. I'm sorry, y'all. I definitely had a beach day and I needed it, and it was so worth it. I was hanging out with my sister and my nephews. And they had a ball. They had a blast, and we went out there and just enjoyed ourselves. So that was really nice. And then let's see, what did I do on Saturday? I don't remember what I did on Saturday. I really, oh, so we had my uncle's memorial service this Saturday, and it was really, really nice. And then me and my family all got together at my cousin's house, and that was really nice. It's always so good to see all of my cousins and my aunts and my uncles, and those who are out here, because a lot of my mom's side of the family are in Florida and Puerto Rico. So a lot of my dad's side is out here, and my uncle who passed away is my dad's brother. So it was really nice to just get everyone together and just remember my uncle, and just having a good time and just enjoying each other's company, and just being around each other. And I also had a couple of cousins who actually surprised us and came in from Puerto Rico, which was really nice. So it was a fun time. It really, really was. And then yesterday I had a chill day, honestly. Like, I had all these plans to do a certain videos, but it was just one of those chill days. So other than that, I'm back at it today, you guys. It is Monday, and you guys know I don't have days off unless I actually make a day off, which I did. But this morning I was reading something. I was reading devotionals and stuff, which I normally do every morning. I do a lot of reading in the morning. I go down and I make my coffee and I sit on the couch, and I have my Bible. I have this current YouTube book that I'm reading. I have my journal. So I do all of that in the morning, because that really sets the tone for my day. It really puts my mind at ease. It gives me clarity. It keeps me grounded. And so once I'm done with that, I'm ready to take on the day. So this morning I was reading a devotion. I was reading a story, and it was talking about how sometimes we allow people, things, and ideas to feel like we need them in order to be complete. And that is not the case. And for me, I don't like idolizing things. I feel like a lot of people idolize a lot, and sometimes we get into this realm where we feel like, oh my gosh, I can't leave my job because I make so much money. And sometimes you start feeling, and that's just an example, but sometimes we tend to get to a place where we feel like there's a nudge on our shoulder, like pushing us, like, you need to do that, you need to do that. And sometimes we're afraid of making a change because we're so comfortable, or because we think that the very thing that we're holding on to defines us. I, for one, had a job like that where I felt like, oh my God, if I leave this job, what am I supposed to do? And I ended up taking a leap of faith, and I ended up finding a better job. It's not YouTube. It was something that I had long ago. Same thing with a relationship. I was in a horrible relationship where I thought that completed me, and I tried my best to make that for me, and it wasn't for me, and I knew it wasn't for me for a long time. But because there was so much trauma and mental and emotional abuse, I didn't know how to listen to what my intuition was telling me, or in my case, what God was telling me. And I knew that the things I was trying to do wasn't working out, because that was just not my time there was done. But we tend to sometimes hold on to things when the season of that thing is over. So I was having a conversation with someone this weekend, with one of my cousins, and we were talking about that very thing. And it's one of those things where you get to a place where you may be afraid, and something may not be making sense at the moment, and maybe it may not make sense financially or career-wise or relationship-wise or friendship-wise, or whatever the case may be. But if you continuously feel this nudge, and you're trying to do things on your own, and it's just not working out, and you still feel empty, or you feel like something's missing, it's a calling. We each, not only, as long, I feel like as long as we are on this earth, we all have a purpose. And I feel like our purpose here is not just under one assignment. We have plenty of assignments given to us while we are here and while we are alive. And sometimes when we're done with that assignment may be so comfortable that you just want to stay a little longer. But, as you know, all things come to an end and then there's another beginning. And so sometimes we get to a place where we know we have to make a change. And because it feels uncomfortable, we're afraid to make that change. We're afraid to move forward. We want to stay where it's comfortable. We want to stay with what's familiar. That's why a lot of people stay in bad relationships. That's why people stay in a lot of jobs that they hate, because the money is good, but the atmosphere is bad. And what happens when the atmosphere is bad, but the money is good? Your mental health starts to get affected. I've quit jobs in the past because of that. What happens when you are uncomfortable with making dietary changes? Certain foods may not feel or taste good to you, but it's healthier for you than that thing that you were eating that was causing that illness. So as humans, we sometimes want to just stay with what's familiar. But if we stay with what's familiar, there's no growth in that. We can't grow. And a lot of times growth comes with discomfort. And so if you're in a place where you feel like you are getting nudged to move on to the next level or to get to a higher level, or you feel like, you know what, this doesn't make sense to me right now, but I feel like I need to make a change, see what happens. Sometimes we have to make hard decisions to start a new chapter, to start a new season, to start a new assignment. And so I just want to, encourage you that if you've ever felt that way, it's all for a reason, and you've got to trust something bigger than yourself. For me, I'm a big believer in God, and so I trust that God is going to continue to lead me. I'm going to make decisions to the best of my knowledge and ability, and just continue to ask for guidance and clarity, and continue to keep going. And whatever's for me is for me, and what's not, it's not. But I'm getting to a place where I'm starting to grow, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and just understanding when it's time to let something go in order for a new thing to come in. And so sometimes, you make friends at a job and you don't want to leave because the friends there are good, the coworkers are good, the money's good, but the environment's horrible. And you have this other thing where you didn't see yourself working at before, but it's a higher position and it may not be what you're used to, but you may have been in a state where you are being groomed in order to be in that position that you didn't even know you were going to be at. So, all changes are not bad changes. Change is good. Being uncomfortable is not a bad thing. Sometimes being uncomfortable just means that you are shifting into a new level or a new assignment. And so don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid of a little bit of discomfort along the way, along your journey, especially when you're going after something. If you have dreams and aspirations and you have goals, it's not easy. Like, shifting is ugly, shifting is uncomfortable, shifting doesn't make sense sometimes. Shifting will prune you, shifting will strip you of things that you think you need in order for you to trust the process and get to the next level. So I just want to encourage all of you guys to just focus on the important things. Don't focus on things that are temporary. If you know that you are in a position right now where maybe you are the healthiest you've ever been, or you're making the most money that you've ever made, the fact that you're even in that position right now should tell you that if I've gotten this far, I can get myself even further. I can get healthier. I can make more money. Listen, one of the things that someone told me, one of my past supervisors, is that when you're applying for jobs and you are asking for a specific salary, it's always negotiable. Always. Always, always, always. It is always negotiable. Some people may want to save money in other places, and they may just tell you, you know what, we can't go any more than that. Go where you are worth. Like, know your worth and go where you are going to be, looked at and accepted by your worth. That's why it's so important to understand your worth and to carry yourself with respect and things like that, because the universe has a lot of things for us and we just have to be presentable enough to receive it. So with that being said, you guys, I hope this is some good motivation, some good inspiration for you guys for the rest of the day and the week. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys are up to, how you guys have been, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!